Harris Chaudhry from InnovaDerma is with me in the studio this morning. Harris, nice to see you. Welcome back.
Good to be back, Andrew.
Got your results out this morning. Really a strong story of growth here for you.
Look, we have done, I think, quite exceptionally well this year. There's a track record of us growing year on year, the top line as well as the earnings. The year before, the top line revenue grew almost 800%, and we made a maiden profit, which was quite well received by the markets. This year, it's over 106% if you're looking at the underlying profit, but more than 120% if you're looking at the adjusted profit, which includes one-off costs from the first half. The earnings are up more than 300%, so we are all quite happy.
In terms of the products themselves, Skinny Tan doing especially well for you.
Look, it is a core brand. It keeps on growing. It is now ranged in Ireland, Boots, UK, which we launched in July. Within 4 weeks or 5 weeks, became the number 2 brand in its category out of 18 brands, which I think is the biggest testament to how quickly a great brand could grow and gain scalability. So we are very happy with the results. We are also obviously in discussion off the back of popularity of Skinny Tan and its associated brand, including the Body Glow moisturizing range that we launched in Superdrug. It's been number 1 almost every week in its category in Superdrug in UK. So it's gone to number 2 within 4 weeks in UK, in Ireland. So as a result of that, we've obviously got retailers of all types approaching the company, and we are in discussions with multiple high-end retail chains at the moment, and that would see Skinny Tan finding a lot of new homes.
Very good. Are you surprised at just how popular Skinny Tan has been?
Look, over the last 2 years, the strategy that we created off the back of our D2C, which is direct-to-consumer platform, has delivered us consistent growth month on month, quarter on quarter, year on year. So we're not really surprised, but I think Boots were very, very surprised for a brand to come in mid-season and for it to be able to leave behind 17 brands and become the second best brand within 4 weeks. So to do that with a high street, one of the largest retail chains, again, that was very surprising for them. They expected it to do well. From our end, we are quite heartened, which means that the strategy that we are working on D2C, the strategy for us to create footfall into retail, the strategy to create new brands and continuously have new things to talk about, and the great engagement we have got from our direct target market is very encouraging. With that, with the existing retail chains that we are in, as a result of the growth, as a result of the great result, they have obviously asked us to develop new brands. We're expanding on that. So in another 6 months' time, we are going to have literally new brand for every single category within the beauty and personal care space in some of the largest retail chains.
Just before we talk about what we can expect, I know when you and I spoke in the studio not too long ago, you made a point of saying it's important for me to be busy in the background working away and not to overpromise, but exceed expectations when you do deliver.
Sure, and which is still the case. I think the markets do, because we have been doing so well, we've been making multiple announcements, and announcements have to do with the commercial side, and then the long-term strategy and the new product development and the retail traction that we're delivering. So the markets have got an expectation, which is that we would obviously keep on delivering on results. From our end, we would let markets create the expectation that they have without having an ongoing commentary on what the company is going to do. But it is very, very important for us to be commercially focused, to keep our focus razor sharp in delivering the results. Now, most of the growth that we have delivered over the last 12 months to 24 months has largely come out of a brand and a half, or maybe I'd say brand and a quarter. So you've got a Skinny Tan and Body Glow by Skinny Tan. We have got multiple new brands. We've just launched Roots, which is a hair care, really great packaging. It's got really great results for the ingredient that is in the product. It's launched in 400 top Superdrug stores. It's doing well, and for us is to grow that range. Then we've also got new brands that we acquired, Stevie K Cosmetics, which we would be putting in a large high street retail chain early next year, in January, February next year. You've got men's skincare brand called Charles & Lee. And Charles & Lee has just found a home in Australia's largest department store, Myers. So we are actually delivering, and we have got a very commercial focus. We know what we are doing. We are obviously looking at charting that growth, and we believe with the life science portfolio, we've got Prolong and Headmaster, which we're expecting to launch in USA as well in coming months. Fast forward 6 to 12 months, we are going to have a very significant, large portfolio of great performing products, and from our end, we are obviously looking at which brands would become the next Skinny 10. So we start small, and that's the key thing, that most people would expect that because we've got so many brands, it's going to be a very large cost of launching it. The D2C strategy, the plan that we have deployed in starting small organically, and as soon as we identified the best audience, best target market, best strategy through thousands of campaigns which run 24/7, we scale as soon as we have found the sweet spot. So which means the investment doesn't come in well after we have identified the market where we can scale.
I like it, finding that sweet spot. As far as your skin lightening products concerned, you're in the middle of a rebrand in Korea. Is that correct?
Look, yeah, we through our distributors in Korea, Pros, who've been working with us for a very long time, they found a really great opportunity where the retailers wanted us to launch a brand in the skin lightening, skin brightening. So we developed a brand jointly, Skinny Tan Whitening. And with that brand, it was launched in 650 independent pharmacies. Now, Skinny Tan is already sold in Olive Young, almost 1,000 stores now. So the plan was that we actually launched a brand, we're going to test the market. Because of the results, we have decided that we are going to relaunch the brand under the N-Bright. And that brand we can take to multiple global markets. And that was a decision which was taken based on the fact that the lightening, brightening market is 23 times bigger globally than the tanning market. So if we're actually going to launch the brand, we needed to make sure we have got relevant trademarks, we package it well. It's a very interesting, a very premium package, and it's got the ingredients which are almost naturally derived. So we are staying away from, as part of the brand ethos and the company ethos, anything with a lot more chemicals in it, which is not vegan friendly, and anything which is not tested on animals. Right. So we're in the process of launching that, and we expect to launch that in the first quarter of next year globally.
Look, you've got plenty of big things happening, and of course you've got a great team to help roll this out for you.
I think, and that's really is the core DNA for what we need to do. I mean, you can have the best D2C platform, you can have the best strategy, you can have the best commercial mind, but unless you have got good people to underpin that growth and to grow it quarter on quarter, year on year, we wouldn't be where we are. I must mention, the brand founder, the Skinny Tan, Louise Ferguson, the excitement she actually builds in the brand, the passion she had for the brand, it manifests itself in the D2C strategy, which is D2C. Michael Hume, General Manager for UK and Europe, incredible growth he has delivered, absolutely great commercial, and we've just hired Amy Newman, comes from Reckitt Benckiser PLC, again a great find, and we are also adding in our Australian team because, again, we have multiple new brands to launch. Each brand would be underpinned by its own commercial strategy. Each brand would have its own target market. So it's important for us to have a good quality people who would be running with a lot of creativity, flair, energy, and a focus on commercials to get us the growth that we expect in the next 12 months.
I wish you all the best. Harris, good to see you. Thanks very much.
Good to be here. Thank you.